Hi there, lovely awakening beings and spiritual souls. Jo Rose of JoRose.com, numerologist and energy healer. In this video, I want to share with you the personal year 6 for 2019. Just before I do, let's recap what this year has in store for us. How do we do this? We look at the current year 2019 and we add all the digits together and reduce down to a single number. In this case, 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 9 equals 12. 1 plus 2 equals 3. So we've got a very vibrant, fast-paced year ahead of us. Highly creative, very emotional, all about self-expression, the joy of living. There can be lots of fun, lots of imagination, lots of adventures and creativity. Great energy for anyone in the artistic, creative field or needing to add solution solving to their busy lives. To understand more about this energy, please check out my video, link below, for Numerology 2019. So let's move on. How do we work out what your personal year is? We do this by adding together your day and month of birth to the current year, and we reduce this down to a single digit. For example, in this case, I'm going to use 18th of March and the current year 2019. So 1 and 8 added together is 9. So we have a 9. March is the third month, so we have a 3, and we've already worked out that 2019 is a 3. Now we add together 9 plus 3 plus 3 equals 15. 1 plus 5 equals 6. Again, down below is the formula to how to work this out, and I do put this in front of all of my videos on the personal years. So let's take a look what the personal year 6 has in store for you. Here's some of the tendencies that will come forward, positive and negative. So this year you're asking to be more dependable, responsible, generous, supportive, nurturing, loving, creative, sympathetic, conscientious, and people will look at you as a wise, somebody to go to. You'll find yourself very much a peacemaker, a caregiver, a mediator, a counsellor or a coach in this current year. What can come up and hit us in the face? The energies are, you may appear self-righteous. It could look as if you're interfering. Wait to be asked. Don't just dive on in there. We do that as parents, just dive on in, helicopter, sort it out. No, we've got to step back and wait until we're invited. Keep doing this. You could feel like you're a doormat, a martyr. You may be perceived to be very bossy, critical, and the chances are you've got some unrealistic ideas and you're not finding the time to see if they actually can materialize. There's a year of doubt and worry, and the chances are perfectionism will keep rising its head. So what am I saying here? I've given that, but the year is going to be filled with progress in your work, in your finances, providing you don't worry and you don't doubt and you've done your due diligence and everything is in place. You can see many areas of your life go up. Many areas of your life feel like, you know what, I'm really getting what I deserve. But what happens, the 6 energy does bring all this in, and then it goes, oh, it's too good to be true. Let that go. Don't believe anything's too good to be true. This is your year. Embrace what's coming to you. Let go of doubt. It will get in your way. You will be asked to make a number of sacrifices of your time and maybe some of your desires, because there will be people around you looking for your help. Children perhaps, elderly parents, your community, your colleagues at work. It's like everybody wants to come and share their problems, which is good if you're in the counselling, coaching business. It could be a great year for you. But perhaps if you're forward focusing in something else, you'll feel like it could be a bit of an inconvenience. So I want you to learn to balance giving and receiving. Be there for others, but be there also for yourself. How we deal with ourselves is a great reflector, a great mirror. And if you're dealing with yourself well, people may not have to come and ask you. They may just have to see that you walk your talk. So there's a lot of responsibilities at work, at home. And I've already said that you're going to be called on. It's like you're a great friend. It's like you're... People come to you, and be careful because they may take your energy away. You've got this energy, you're very giving, and that's why I'm saying I want you to balance this so that you're not drained. It can really burn you out, this keep giving. And we're not a true giver until we learn to receive. Now, it's an amazing year. Depends how you look at it. Remember, it's a balance. It's an amazing year for relationships. If you're not in one, the chances are that you could get in one. You could even find your ultimate, your soulmate in this year. If your relationship is good, maybe you can do other things to enhance it. If you're thinking about getting married, fabulous time to get married or engaged. Maybe a great time to move into a house together. If your relationship's a bit dodgy, a bit rocky road, seek help and guidance if the plan is to stay together. And there's relationship coaching, counselling. Maybe go to friends, go to your church, any way you can. Look at how you can improve your relationship, and you take time out to listen to what your partner is sharing. If this relationship is not savable, then look to amicably dissolve it. I know when I was in my 6th year, not married, however, I found myself with my relationships coming to an end that was foreseen, but I wasn't ready. And what I'm talking about here is the empty nest syndrome. So perhaps your children may be leaving home this year. You'll notice that there will be a shift in relationships, all in or some moving out. Focus this year on harmony, balance, unity, service. It's really a service number, the 6 energy. It's relationships. Also, it's a time of birth. So there could be a new animal, a welcoming a child, whether it be your own child or a grandchild or a niece and nephew. You may be connected to a number of births this year. Okay, let's move on to the month by month of what we've got in store for you in 2019. January starts the year off with a 7 energy. It's a quiet energy, something you really needed after last year's 5 energy. That personal year 5 was just full of change and disruption, and you know what? I think you've had enough of it by now. So January's good. It's a nice month to step back, gain some clarity, study, read, research. You know, what are your dreams? We need to start addressing what your dreams are. Where are you going? What are you doing? Get this set up for the beginning of the year, ready, because, like I say, people are going to call on your time and you may feel that you can't do these things. So I want you to take time out this month and do that. It's a quiet time, and if you've got family around you, just let them know that you're just going off for your little bit of peace, your little bit of space. Your children should always know that you need time as well. Show them that you like quiet time, and perhaps this could help them meditate, journal, read, and say to your children, Mummy, Daddy's caregiver is reading right now. Let me have some time and I'll play with you when I've finished. What is your home life? You know, how do you want your home life to be? This year will be about home, family, community, the garden, nature, well-being, health. So how do you want your home life to be? How do you want your daily practices to be? You know, do you need to get any routines in place ready for this year so that there's a flow running through it? Last year, literally, I'm telling you to go with the flow, even though it was all this year. The universe is a 3 energy. It works very well with the 6 energy. So you'll be very much solution solving, looking for answers, highly creative and able to move forward. I'm asking you to be tolerant and flexible. Be tolerant of others. The 6 sometimes doesn't allow others to be themselves. They've got this great idea. 6 is often a teacher or a caregiver, and they know what's best. When I think of the caregivers or the NHS and the hospitals and the doctors, they've been trained in a certain way and they tell you what's best. I want you to spend some time feeling your way through your body this month. What is best for you? You'll know what foods make your tummy gurgle, and you'll know what foods make them feel all soft and relaxed. So just look at what you're doing. People have boundaries. Observe their boundaries and be flexible. You're just not going to get it right. That perfectionism streak, especially if you're raising children or you're at work and you're teaching people or you're running your own business, there can be a number of challenges there. So go away, restudy, look at better ways of doing it. Call on that 3 energy to help you solution solve. Moving on to February, and it's an 8 energy. The 8 energy always comes with a karma, a balance. And reward and recognition, but I've mentioned balance and karma because we reap what we sow, and sometimes what we receive may feel like a punishment, and other times it may feel like a gift. Know where you are and what you were asking. Sometimes these things feel like punishments, but in hindsight, when we look back, we actually see them as a gift. So check in with your relationships. This is a month where real relationships can be enhanced and superficial relationships may disperse. I'm asking you to be assertive and at the same time be tactful. Throughout the whole year, I'm asking that. I'm also asking you to know what you want. This is a month of vision. I've said to you last month, get some clarity. Now let's start this vision. The 8 is a great number for the material. It's a great number to get your business moving, your career moving. It's a great number for managing people. But just be mindful how you give feedback, how you address, because I've already said this energy can be very critical, and that doesn't help enhance people's belief in themselves. Let's move on to March and the 9 energy. The 9 energy is about letting go, and you may be asked to let go of a relationship this month. Perhaps something has come to a point where it is time to move on. It could be a friend going overseas. It could be a child leaving home. It could be your intimate relationship or a friendship. But there is a chance that there is a relationship that perhaps was weighing you down and it's time to release it. Also, with the 9 energy, we let go of many things. So I want you to let go of behaviours, beliefs, whether that be in your personal development, your habits, your career. Perhaps you were going down one path and you need to slightly go off. What do you need to let go? What isn't working in your business? What isn't working at work? Release it. Also, if you've got any out-of-date subscriptions, if you're not using your gym membership, you cancel it or use it. The subscriptions, cancel them or use them. Be open and honest with yourself and with others. I've talked about emotions. This is a big year for emotions and self-expression. The 6 tends to take on everybody's responsibility. They seem to be a dumping ground for all challenges. If your kids are coming home from school, if they're stressed, if they're not talking to you, give them a cushion. Let them go shout at a cushion. Let them beat up a cushion or something. Just let them release it. Take responsibility for you and them. You need to be in a good place to listen. And when they do come to you, listen. Please listen. They need to find their way through it for them to grow and evolve. You'll feel like you're a shoulder to cry on for many this month and this year. But the 9 tends to draw those people in. Many people are feeling, with this emotion energy, this expression energy going on, they're feeling like they need to go to someone, and you happen to be in a 6th year, and somehow you've got a beacon on your head saying, I'm here, let me help you. It is a year of relationships, love and connection, but if you meet someone, go slow. You're not ready to commit right now. So just take it slowly, have some fun, do some voluntary work together, just do some interesting things, but don't surrender your soul, don't surrender your heart just yet if somebody has come onto your horizon. April is a 1 energy. After last month and the letting go, now we've got this new beginning. You've got more energy. You're ready for new things. So sow some seeds. What seeds? What new projects? What do you want to take place this year? Believe in you. Start taking some action for what you want. As a parent, we're constantly guiding our children, but are we guiding ourselves? Oh, we're too busy with work. We're too busy with home, cooking, chores, fetching, carrying. Start sowing the seeds to make your life better. Maybe you need a cleaner. Maybe you need to work less hours. Maybe you need more support. Perhaps it's time that the children started doing more around the home. The garden is coming into bloom. I don't know, teach them how to use the lawn or the weeder, or teach them how to use the mower rather to mow the lawn. Teach them how to do things. Have them clear up the room. Make a schedule for when the laundry needs to be in. Just get things working better for you, because you want to sow some seeds to make your world better. Get your children to start cooking. You know what? I did this when my children were very young. And yes, it might have taken me longer to get a meal sometimes, but when we got the meal, everybody began to feel more appreciative because they played a role in cooking. Mums are so often forgotten, underappreciated, undervalued, and little to no thanks. So start teaching people how to treat you by giving them some jobs that you do that you can all balance out. This way you'll have more family time, more fun time, should you come together and do this. What month am I on? 1 energy is a good month to progress in your career, progress in your business. There could be a possible financial gain, so maybe a promotion or a bonus or a high commission, or perhaps you're selling something on eBay. There's a chance that some money can be coming in. Watch what you say throughout the year. Just watch what you say. You don't want to put your foot in your mouth. So just think, count to 10 before you speak. The energy, relationship-wise or emotion-wise, is highly charged. So we don't want to have people misread our intentions or us misread their intentions. So just step back, confirm, observe, and see what it is that you need to move forward. But it's a great month for new things, fresh start. So start sowing those seeds. May is a 2 energy, a bit slower than April. Again, you're going to be called on to be a peacemaker, a mediator, counsellor, coach. You're sensitive to others, and you can see that others are sensitive. Diplomacy. Just be tactful in whatever it is that you're doing. Be organised and take care of the details. When we take time out and we step back, we can see quicker ways of doing things. We might have a list of jobs this long. Prioritise them. Put them in order. Can you deliver something when you're doing this or that? Can you catch up with a friend while you're doing this or that? It's a month of support, harmony, cooperation, connection. You'll feel like, again, your time's not your own. Just balance everything, giving and receiving. Balance tact and sensitivity with persistence and conviction. At work, you're there for the underdogs, but don't let it cost something for you. Find ways to help everybody raise their own vibration this month. Legal matters could gain some ground, so be optimistic. If you've got anything legal going on, it's a great year to buy a home. Perhaps you're buying a home, perhaps you're dealing with real estate, or you're renting properties, or you rent a property. You could have some legal matters. It could be legal matters with your business, with work, parking ticket. Just be optimistic and believe it could work in your favour. I don't mean go out and break any rules or anything because you think they're going to work in your favour. I'm just saying if they were already ongoing, that they could be working in your favour. Let's move on to June and the 3 energy. The 3 energy, now we've got the energy of the universe. So this month I want to say, have a break, take a holiday, have some fun, socialise, let your hair down, get out there, do some crafts, some creative activities. Get yourself some more me time, more pleasure time. At the same time, while you're at work, make sure you take your lunch breaks, enjoy them, have a social after work. And while at work, be creative. Where can you be creative? Where can you solution solve this month? Do you have a website to be building? Do you have some Facebook pages or social media? Do you want to have your logo looked at? It's a great energy to bring your creative source in, bring your imagination. And if you're having dreams or daydreams, or you're being directed to something, take note. You're being guided to something. If we think it enough, the mind doesn't know if it's real or not. So start being really vibrant and creative in how you want your life to be, your home life, your work life, your health life. Just bring it all together and embrace it. Get enthusiastic. It's such an enthusiastic energy this month. I think that's all I want to say for this. It's just have fun. Let's move on to July. Okay, so I said June was all about fun. July is all about work. It's a 4 energy. So work, duties, action, be practical, routine, details. At work and at home. At home, improve your living space. Is there things you need to do in your garden? Do you fancy redecorating? Are there maintenance jobs that need to be done? What sprung to my mind then was the movie It's a Wonderful Life. Every time he goes up and down the stairs, the knob comes off the stairs. Fix what's bothering you. Clear out your space, make it work for you, make it practical. If we can have things practical, especially if you've got the kids doing things as well, the second they finish, have them clear the table, have them lay the table. When the dishwasher finishes, have it unloaded. If the washing up's done, dry it, put it away. Just get systems going. We want to create routine that becomes second nature, especially at home. At home, a child, just observe your children, a child or a younger person may need you. They may not ask, but just make sure that they're okay in what they're doing, whether it be at school, a play group, in their sport activities, or they're out at school clubs. Just monitor them and let them know that you are there. I know with my kids when they were growing up, many of them their friends used to come around our house, and as they were getting into teenage years, I just made them aware that I had a list of numbers in the cupboard should they need some sort of advice for their hormones, for sexual activities. I had sanitary wear there. I had these things there so that people could go and get them. They don't always want to come to talk to you, your own family, but I found that a lot of my children's friends would come and talk to me, and I had this space in the kitchen, this cupboard, where they could go and just help themselves or find a phone number, or knew that I was there should they want to come in. So younger people or the elderly may want your time and attention, so give it to them, but be mindful of your own space. Some people can take so long to explain things. Just let them know how long you have and say that you're here to help them move forward. If they keep repeating, you need to move them along and say, what is it that you want? Do a lot of listening and coach them. It's a great way to move them forward. Let's move on to August and a 5 energy. So, all work last month, business could make a progress, home made a progress, and now we've got a 5. And forget your plans. That's why you needed them in place last month. We wanted that habit, that routine to be going along. Forget your plans. Everything's up in the air, full of disruption. Be prepared for the unexpected. There will be challenges. Perhaps there's a relationship that's really going to challenge you, probably at work or a client, home, in a club, a community. There could be a challenge that comes up, and be prepared for it. If you've got time, if you've got these routines running in the background, the chances are you can be proactive and not reactive. If you need time out, take the time out, walk away, make an agreement to come back and talk about it. But there's a relationship that could cause you to make it stronger or let it go this month. Be very creative, very resourceful, and you really are being called on to solution solve. Legal matters could change. You could be on one path. Be prepared for a change. It could be that things weren't working your way and now something is, and it could also be the other way. So just make sure that you've done your due diligence and you've got all the information you need to move forward on this. Perhaps you want to just take time out and travel. It's a good month to travel. It's a good month for a venture. And if you can't go away on a holiday, maybe a weekend or a day or an afternoon, get out with the kids, do something different. Go to a theme park, go to a zoo. Just do something a bit different this month with each of your weekends and your spare time. September. September's a 6 energy, and September always gives us a double whammy of the energy that we have. So you're in a personal year 6 and you're in a personal month 6. Your responsibility, the way you handle responsibility will be tested, as will loyalty. Your loyalty to others, others' loyalty to you. It's a time where trust may be challenged, and hear what the other person has to say and express yourself at the same time so that you can be heard also. Family commitments will be calling on you. Again, family all year, relationships all year. No, it's not that you're not used to it this year, but it just could seem like there's a lot going on. For many people, it's getting the children back to school, school uniform, change of schools. There could be a lot of tension in the house. Perhaps somebody's just starting nursery. There could be somebody starting work. So perhaps your children are bringing to you new experiences and they want you to hear them. Don't tell them you get a job because you've got to get a job. Hear them out. I know I went to my son's school and I said to them, you tell them to get exam results, you tell them to get grades because they've got to get a job. But what if they don't even know what they want to do? We need to find their passion. We need to help them understand how they can move forward. So be ears. Be there with a cuddle, have your tissues ready. This month could bring up a lot of opportunity for you to be understanding, sympathetic, compassionate, and so on. It's a month, if it's coming up at you and the relations are coming up at you, perhaps it's a time to forgive. And forgiveness is the beginning of healing. We're not saying what someone has done is right or wrong, but when you can forgive, you start healing. Maybe get involved with things that benefit others, and so that you're not focused on yourself. In the community, charity events, maybe a sponsored run or some charity fundraiser. Get yourself out there. Understand your community and other people's communities. All communities are different. I watched a movie the other night. What was it? It was with Lindsay Lohan, I think, and Mean Girls, that's right. And when she starts the college or the school, she's given a plan of the canteen, and all tables have got a different name on them, from the nerds, the plastics, the science freaks, the goths, the fashion conscious, the non-fashion conscious. So there's many tribes, and you've been asked this year to be aware that there are other people's opinions, other boundaries, and not everybody sees it the way you see it. So get whoever you're helping this month or this year to see it from their community and their perspective, and you'll find that they're going to sort their problems out and your load will be lighter. Let's move on to October. October's a 7 energy. October always gives us a taster for the following year. So we started the year with this 7 energy. It's more stepping back. It's more about introspective, reflective work, retreat. It's time for you to have time. So I want you to find alone time, me time. What do you want? Maybe you want to go off and start studying something. Perhaps you're starting university, and October's the time where you end up new year, new place, new beginning. So it's a year to look inside what you really want. University-wise, you've already picked your course, but study your timetable, study your flatmates, study your course mates. And when I say study, I'm thinking about more of observing. Know where you fit in, know where you want to go in the next few years. Next year is going to be very much a 7 year. So if you're in year 2 at university this year, next year you'll be in year 3. Or is it now? Next year you'll be studying hard. So maybe the exam results will be elevated next year. What do I want to say? Your mind is sharp, so you're spontaneous when people ask you questions, when you're showing people something at work. You seem to be on the ball, so don't worry about that. And you're more mindful than feeling. So just again, be tolerant of others. Be tolerant that you want your space and they may want your company. Be tolerant of their behaviour or what's going on. Old wounds could surface this month. Let them rise. When old wounds come up, they come up for a reason, and maybe it's to reconnect, maybe it's to forgive and let go, perhaps it's there to bring something to the forefront to deal with. The 7 is always about your spiritual growth, and you're highly intuitive, so if it's come up this month, it's time to deal with it. It's a healing month. As I said, it's spiritual growth and well-being. Look at how you are looking after yourself. Make sure you're getting a good sleep, exercise, food, rest, activity, and so on. November's an 8 energy, and we're back to this material world, reward recognition. Could be chance of a pay rise or income. Also, maybe we're going to lose something, because the 8 can either bring it in or let it out. The trick is to balance spiritual and material. There needs to be a balance. Don't chase the money as you move into a spiritual year next year. You just let go of chasing the money and chase what rewards you, what lights up your soul, what makes you feel good. Sort your finances out. Make sure that your accounts are up to date, that you've paid everybody you need. You don't want to create debt this month. You want a quieter year next year, or you're going to have a quieter year next year, and you want things in place. Now, I don't mean a quieter year business-wise, but it's more about you. If we can get our bank balance and our accounts in order, ready for next year, that we know then that it's taken care of. Your emotions are strong. Your emotions have been stronger this year, partly because of the 3 energy coming in and partly because you're in a 6 energy. So watch your relationships, watch your emotions. As I said, this year can bring you together or pull you apart. You decide. Use the 7s to work out what it is that you really want. Last month, December, is a 9 energy. Time for readjustment. Let go of any relationships that are not working for you. Next year you're going to have less time for people because you're going to want to have some me time, some alone time. And so you'll work out those that are superficial in your life and those that are beneficial and rewarding, and that needs to be balanced either way. You're going to feel emotional, there'll be change at work, and you may be challenged, you may need to defend yourself. Just collect your data, do your research. If you're defending yourself, then know what it is that you're up against, and pre-visualize the situation and do your research to have everything there. Ending on a 9 energy is a great way because you're letting go of so much in preparation for the following year. Declutter, clear through your wardrobe, get rid of your subscriptions. When you get your Christmas decorations out, if you've got things that are broken, get rid of them. Stop putting them back in the box and having them end back up in the garage or back up in the loft or in the garage. Let go of things, clear things out. Ending on a 9 is such a vibrant way to end a year, and you will start next year on an 8 with a big vision. So release, let go, and enjoy. This is a loving and connected year if you are in the right place. This may feel a relationship challenge year if you're not. I want to say all relationships, whether they feel good or bad, are teaching you growth, soul's growth. So take it on board and see how this can help you improve as a person, as a being. And you'll be amazed at how much better your relationships will be. Now, this is a personal year 6 and it's a general personal year 6, but you and your friend who's in a personal year 6 may have some different outcomes. And that is because each of you will be on a different life path, a different expression number, heart's desire, personality number, maturity number, or a whole bunch of things. And how we take on the challenges depends on these numbers. So if you'd like to know more about your numerology, I'd love to share with you. So get in touch for a consultation or a reading. If you've got friends or a partner and you want to know what their personal year is, they're all up there now, so check it out. And if you've enjoyed the video, please like, share. I'd love you to leave a comment below what you've got planned for this year, how this video perhaps has helped you, what questions have come up from the video, how you plan to move forward. And if there is a wedding, I'm open for invites, so send me one. Have an amazing year. Congratulations on any births that may pop up this year. Enjoy your new pet should you have one. Love your garden. Love your home. Love you. It's your life. LYFE. Love yourself first every day. Thank you for watching. It's JoRose at JoRose.com, and I'll see you in my next video.